So today we're going to be talking about the ultimate outdoor guitar, which is a laminate guitar, and I'm going to talk about why. So it's a beautiful day outside and you're thinking about taking your favorite guitar out to the beach or maybe to a friend's back porch or to a bonfire with some other friends, and your favorite guitar is all solid wood. So you might be making a mistake by taking that all solid wood outside. Today in this video, we're going to break down what exactly layered or laminate wood is, why Taylor refers to it as layered wood, and why the snobs are actually not correct. The guitar snobs, that is, are not correct out there that say all solid wood is the best guitar no matter the situation. First, let's take a second and clear up exactly what is laminate wood. In the guitar world, laminate simply means plywood, but in this case, it's high-grade plywood. It usually consists of 3 sheets of wood, thin sheets of wood, that are glued together under a high pressure system. Think of it like a sandwich. On the outside, you have a thin layer of the pretty tone wood, like for example, rosewood or koa. And then in the middle, you often have a wood like poplar or some type of cheaper plywood. And then on the inside, you have another thin layer of wood on the inside. Now here's where it can get a little tricky because guitar companies like Taylor Guitars often use a little bit of a different terminology for their laminate woods. They use the word layered, and oftentimes when you're reading specs on a guitar info sheet, you'll see the word layered koa or layered mahogany or layered rosewood rather than laminate. But the truth is that layered and laminate are actually the same thing. They're just different marketing terms. Now, Taylor Guitars does choose to differentiate themselves from some of the other guitar brands. They claim that the sheets or the thin layers that are in the laminate wood are actually real wood, as opposed to some of the other companies that use like a cheaper plywood or some type of plastic material for one of the layers. Taylor claims that they use the real thin sheets of actual wood for each layer. Now, this is where a lot of buyers fall into a trap when you're reading the specs online of a guitar. If you're looking at a guitar that does have laminate back or sides or layered, in Taylor's case, back or side wood, you have to be a little bit careful. Generally, when you're looking at guitars that are under that $500 or $600 price range, a lot of guitars are going to have that laminate or layered back and side wood. A lot of times, companies won't actually specify with the word layered or the word laminate. They'll just have, for example, next to back, it'll say mahogany, or next to sides, it'll say rosewood. So it'll just say the wood rather than saying laminated rosewood or laminated mahogany. And it's still mahogany, it's still rosewood, it's still that wood, but it's just the layered or laminate versions of those woods. So you have to be a little careful. You can go ahead and assume if it doesn't actually say solid mahogany or solid rosewood or solid koa, that it's most likely a laminate or layered wood. So why would someone want a plywood back and side guitar, you ask? Well, here's why. Wood tends to be temperamental. It soaks up moisture very easily, and if it's too dry or hot outside, it can crack or dry out really quickly. However, on the flip side, laminate wood has grains that run in alternating directions, kind of like a hashtag pattern. So the grains are working basically with each other, and they're not expanding or contracting, and so they're not as susceptible to temperature or humidity fluctuations. So that being said, you can feel pretty safe about leaving it in the car for just a little bit, or taking it to a friend's gathering at a bonfire, or taking it outside to the beach. You don't have to worry too much about anything happening to the wood of the guitar. So don't be afraid of the L word if you're an outdoor guitar player. Just know that it's not a downgrade, it's actually an upgrade having a laminate wood guitar. If you have another positive about owning a laminate guitar, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. Now get that guitar and go outside and play.